welcome back to the David67 Celtic News channel on YouTube. Just going to do a wee quick video just to update on a breaking story, which is obviously very good news for Celtic. The stories coming out of Italy overnight from several very renowned sources, such as Fabrizio Romano, is that the loan deal with a view to purchase for Sydney Van Hooijdonk is back on for Celtic and Bologna. Bologna have signed a very promising 19-year-old Argentinian forward called Santiago Castro from Vélez Sarsfield to go along with their superstar striker Joshua Zirkzee, which now means that Bologna have been able to release Sydney Van Hooijdonk. Van Hooijdonk in the past has expressed a genuine interest to come to Celtic. Of course, there's the family link to his dad, Pierre, who was a great striker for Celtic in the 90s, scoring over 50 goals for Celtic in his time with the club. Sydney Van Hooijdonk obviously is a very talented young Dutch striker, has played under 21 internationals for Holland. His success has been primarily in the Eredivisie in Holland, scoring a lot of goals for NAC Breda, then going to Bologna, and then back to Heerenveen on loan, where he scored again a lot of goals in Dutch football. He's had a disappointing season for Bologna, 1 goal in 11 matches, but has primarily been on the bench, either as a substitute or often an unused substitute, and he's now dropped down the Bologna pecking order to number 4. So just going to put in a wee reminder of some of Sydney Van Hooijdonk's highlights, just to show you what Celtic would be getting if this deal goes through. And then we'll have a wee chat more about the deal and a couple of other wee bits of stories that have cropped up overnight regarding Celtic. So I've done a couple of previous videos on Van Hooijdonk with other versions of the Ultras FC TV highlight reels, and those other videos which are in the back catalogue also have a wee bit more details regarding his height and age and goal stats, etc. However, from those highlights, clearly we're getting a bigger, stronger striker, more of a Giakoumakis style rather than a Kyogo style of player. Van Hooijdonk 2-footed, good in the air, and so just about covers all the bases. Does allow us a player who's very good in the 6-yard box, very good reactions, very good positioning in the box, able to beat the defender to the ball on a very regular basis, and also has the ability to receive the ball outside the box and drive into the box, shoot from distance, and also hold up the play to bring in other midfielders and wide players. So I think Celtic would be getting an all-around very good player, and I think he would give Celtic several years of good service and be able to play very successfully in Europe in the Champions League for us next season. The current indications are that it would be a loan to buy deal with probably a fee of around 5 million at the end of that. Van Hooijdonk's value has been up towards 6-7 million and more. It has dropped a wee bit in the last year or so, with him having primarily been a sub and backup player at Bologna. And I think Celtic would be getting a very good deal and very much in the price range that we paid for players such as Jota, Carter-Vickers, and are expecting to pay for Paulo Bernardo when his loan from Benfica ends in a few months' time. So, very much would recommend Celtic sign this player. Did note there were several stories out there yesterday saying that Celtic's transfer business for this window was shut. I don't think that really was a true story. I think it was a story made up by some newspapers and some internet sites to get clickbait and clicks and attention. I think Celtic are going to look at keeping all their options open to the end of the window. Rodgers has made it very, very clear that there's no players leaving the club unless we want them to leave the club. And that players such as O'Reilly, Carter-Vickers, who of course signed his 5.5-year contract yesterday, which keeps him at the club to the end of the 29 season. And obviously Leila Bada, another player rumoured to be leaving, and again Rodgers categorically said he's staying during this window. So all very good news. A couple of other wee bits of good news. Rocco Vata and his agent and the club seem very close to signing a contract extension. Vata's contract is up at the end of this season, with him now being age 18-19. He would then be moving on to more of a long-term, higher paid contract, and I think Celtic should give him an assurance that he is going to be part of the first team squad and first team plans going forward. And I think actually Celtic do have a very talented young player there who has a lot of potential but also a lot of current skills. And I think Vata will successfully score in Scotland straight away and has the ability and the strengths, etc., to score well in Europe as long as he continues to progress. So that is one piece of good news. The moves to loan Yuki Kobayashi out to Real Salt Lake or FC Dallas are progressing, although not confirmed. And the move to loan or sell Gustav Lagerbielke to Lecce and or Genoa, that also continues, but neither deal has been confirmed. And one final bit of news, for me not such good news, is there are indications that Bernabei might well be in the team today to play against Ross County, or probably more likely is going to be on the bench. I think Celtic should have somebody who can cover the left back position and left sided midfield position, so Bernabei would be an obvious choice. The other option would be Mitchell Frame. But it looks like Bernabei might well be involved with the matchday squad. My personal preference, as I said yesterday, was Carter Vickers and Navrocki in the middle, with Scales moving over to left back. When he came to Celtic, he was seen more as a left back rather than a central defender, although he'd played both roles before in Ireland for Shamrock Rovers, etc. Internationally, Liam Scales has played left back, left wing back, and left sided central defence in a 2 and a 3-man defence, and so Scales does give us a lot of flexibility in those left-sided defensive places. So, just thought I would do a quick video to update everybody on the Van Hooijdonk situation and the news confirmed by multiple sources overnight that a loan to buy deal for Bologna to Celtic for Van Hooijdonk is very much in the offing. So that just about finishes things off for this morning's video. Just a wee quick video prior to the Ross County Celtic match at 3 o'clock this afternoon. I'll do a post-match reaction video either late this evening or first thing tomorrow morning, once I've had a good chance to look at all the various different highlight packages, reports, and analysed everything. So, for all those new to the channel, please do consider clicking that subscribe button, get the numbers up to 350. That would be tremendous for the end of the month. And as always, always delighted to see any polite, constructive, instructive, informative comments, thoughts, opinions in the comment section, either regarding this video, regarding Van Hooijdonk, or any other Celtic issues. So for today, thanks for listening, thanks for watching, goodbye, and hail, hail.